Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, you know it ain't working without you guys. It is Monday afternoon, about 3:30, so in 5.5 hours, we've got our Monday night live stream. I hope you guys join us. We got a lot to talk about. I'm talking about like Matt LaFleur and literally being gutless and basically losing his second NFC championship game back to back. How does this define Aaron Rodgers' career? Because he's not real good in NFC championship games. Although we ain't got room to talk because we ain't been to an NFC championship game in a long time. But of course, there's a speculation, and some of the talking heads are talking about Deshaun Watson. He was the hot quarterback who wanted to get out. You hear that he wants to go to the Jets or Miami Dolphins, but the reality is he can't go anywhere unless the Texans let him go there. He has to get an offer, excuse me, they have to get an offer to the Texans for him to have a chance to go anywhere. So who knows how that's going to go. Matthew Stafford, that's another story in itself because they've agreed that, we'll look at making a trade and they're going to look for the best trade possible for the Lions, not for Matthew Stafford, I would imagine. And now, of course, there's speculation about Aaron Rodgers and that whole situation. But here's the thing. I know the trolls are going to be all over this. They're going to be all over this saying, you're just a Dak Prescott lover. You won't face facts. Dak is just, an average quarterback. He's a bum. We just need to move on and stuff. But, as I sit here and I think about all of the teams that need to upgrade quarterbacks, if they're looking at their situation, regardless of how much they've paid or not paid or drafted and not drafted, there's a lot of teams that need quarterbacks. And there are teams that are literally licking their chops at the idea that Dak Prescott might be a free agent. If he is, you will see a historic deal made, I guarantee you, for teams. When we start talking about quarterbacks and lack thereof, the fact that Andy Dalton, who rated out in the later 20s, will probably get a chance to have maybe a bridge type contract or maybe even a starting contract with somebody because there's just not that many quarterbacks. I want to take a quick look back. Let's just go back through the last few drafts to see how quarterbacks are doing and what are the odds that you can just find another quarterback. And with all the teams that need quarterbacks, and there's a lot of teams that need quarterbacks, let's be clear on that. Let's just go through starting in 2016. 2016, Jared Goff, number one overall pick. Selected to the Pro Bowl twice. He has two of those. He did go to the Super Bowl, and he was late on two wide open touchdown passes, but we won't talk about that. But there apparently is a rift between him and the coach. It's not, we're talking, they need some help. They need marriage counseling. Carson Wentz, number 2 pick. Eagles fired their coach because the coach wanted to move on from Carson Wentz. They're another team that needs help. Carson Wentz had one great season. Actually, not even full season. 13 games where he played really, really well. The other years, not so much, and has completely regressed. Paxton Lynch played in 5 games in 2 years. Thank God the Cowboys dodged that bullet because you remember, Jerry Jones came this close to making the move for him, and had they got him, we wouldn't have Dak Prescott. Oh, another one too, FYI. Had the Cowboys re-signed DeMarco Murray, Dak Prescott wouldn't be here. And more than likely, neither would Zeke. Because the compensatory pick that we got, we used that to get Dak. Just saying. 2017 quarterbacks. Mitch Trubisky. You'll remember the Bears traded up one spot to get Mitch Trubisky. 2nd overall, and he's being shipped out of town. Ain't nobody thinking that Mitch Trubisky's the answer. Now, Pat Mahomes, there you go. Home run. Best quarterback in football. Boom. There we go. One so far. Deshaun Watson, boom. Deshaun Watson is a really good quarterback. Who knows where it'll be? So we got two. 2018, Baker Mayfield. First two seasons are kind of like, meh. But now you have to say, okay, he's a decent quarterback. He was the number one pick. Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold may or may not be in New York. And who knows the future for Sam Darnold? Josh Allen, boom, that's another good hit. Josh Rosen, wow. Josh Rosen, think about this. These are all first-round quarterbacks. Josh Rosen played in 16 games for 3 different teams with only 3 wins. He's no longer even in the league. Lamar Jackson, MVP. So there we go. We got another, boom, hit. 2019, Kyler Murray. Yeah, he's played well. But would you believe that Kyler Murray only has 13 wins in 31 games? Daniel Jones. Do I have to say anything about Danny Dimes' store? Dwayne Haskins. Mr. Let's Make It Rain Up in Here. Who I think is the first round draft pick quarterback that's never made it through the first 2 years with his team. Kick to the curb, Steelers sign him. Now this year we have Joe Burrow, who was playing good, got hurt. Tua, who get to say, is Miami really sold on him? And then you have Justin Herbert, who looks like could be the real deal. So, if you're counting of all the drafted first-round quarterbacks since 2016, only 6 of them panned out of 31. 6 out of 31. It's not real good odds. So when you think about it, 6 out of 31, 20%? Is that 20%? So when you start thinking about saying, let Dak Prescott walk, you got the Rams that are thinking, hold on. Sorry about that. Had to take that call. So when we talk about screw Dak, let him walk, when you think about teams like the Rams that, yeah, we traded up to get Jared Goff, but is he the answer? When you think about teams like the 49ers that are like, yeah, we signed Jimmy Garoppolo, but he's not really panning out like you'd like to because he can't stay on the field. When you think about teams like the Eagles that have to fire the head coach, the only coach to take them to a Super Bowl, and hire guys that'll be friendly to Carson Wentz after paying all kinds of money for him. When you think about teams that have drafted guys in the first round that 2 years later, in some cases sooner, like Washington, not the guy. Sam Darnold with the Jets. The fact that you have a guy that everybody looks at and says, I will take him as an upgrade, still mystifies the hell out of me when you think about it the way you guys are just like, we'll just get another quarterback. Quarterbacks don't grow on trees, y'all. Quarterbacks don't grow on trees. And getting one, it ain't an easy thing to do. But hey, what do I know? I'm a guy with a day job, a voodoo doll, and probably sawdust up my nose from working out in the workshop. Hope you see you guys tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern for our live stream. We'll be talking about this and any other news that happens with the Dallas Cowboys. I'll see you soon.